What do you have going on?
You know, I just saw a big fish came in. Coming up. Look at that.
There you go.
Look at
her up in the transducer.
Unbelievable. Look at that, Brian. You know, I'm watching on that Quest camera, that Markham Quest, and all of a sudden I saw a big tail come swoosh through, and he turned around and he just hammered that hyperglide. Look at that.
Yeah, he's wrapped too.
We'll get him out here and
there you go.
look at that. Nice. All right.
Look at his belly.
Oh, look at that. He's been eating, hasn't he?
Something for sure.
Look at that. Beautiful lake trout. You know, I said I was watching on the Quest camera, and all of a sudden I saw a big tail come through and kind of give a big swoosh, and the sand kind of flew, and he turned right back around and he just hammered it. So
awesome.
Fun stuff. Awesome. Thanks, bud.
You want to release it?
I sure will.
Yeah, there you go. You're a fish, buddy. Good job.
I can definitely feel there's a fish in there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Pretty awesome.
Well, that was certainly exciting, no doubt about it. We're here in Manitoba today. We're fishing with pro staffer Brian Bogdan. We're on a lake called Reed Lake, which is one of the famous lakes here in northern Manitoba for big lake trout, big pike, walleye. There's just about everything in this body of water. And we're set up kind of in some shallow water. I'm in about 12 feet of water right now. And in addition to my Markham LX9, I've also got the Markham Quest camera down. Now, this is the HD camera from Markham, and I'm able to watch my bait. And I tell you what, you'll learn a lot watching on camera. And what I'm watching is a lot of these fish are coming in. There's walleyes coming in, there's lake trout coming in, there's pike coming through. And it's a ton of fun to watch how they react to the bait. Now, I've got a blue and silver hyperglide on right now. And I love this bait for this kind of thing because it's got wings that deploy. And as I pump my rod a little bit or jig the rod, it moves those wings and it really gets those fish curious.
Pesky little pike.
Little pesky little piker.
Grab it on the drop.
Actually it kind of was sitting a little bit. With these hyperglides, it takes them a while to come to a stop.
Right.
And it seems like right when it stopped is when he grabbed it. I was just getting kind of counting and getting ready to do another lift, and all of a sudden I felt the weight on there.
I've noticed that too, because those hyperglides, they kind of do a, you know, the flutter that they do. Sometimes
they make a big circle around with those wings come out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good one.
See if we can find a walleye here. Good deal.
Now, initially that lake trout swam right by my bait. Didn't even give it a second look because I wasn't moving the bait. And as soon as I saw it on the Quest camera, I quick grabbed and pumped the bait a little bit, activated those wings, and I tell you what, that lake trout turned right back around, came back and just T-boned, absolutely T-boned that hyperglide.
Okay, I'm working a little mark here and fish on. There we go. I've got that, oh, it's right here. Awesome, so I just switched to the Acme Castmaster Rattler there. I wasn't really marking any fish for very long, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make some noise. So I put that on there. It's got a nice little rattle in the back, and it wasn't more than 15 seconds, and this guy just cruised right into my screen. So first walleye of our day out here, and I think there's gonna be some quite a few bigger ones where this one came from. So awesome. Hooked right in the tip of the lips there.
So what we've got is we've got our Arctic fisherman here by Beaver Dams. We're just setting up a bunch of ciscos along this weed bed while we're fishing for walleyes. And we'll catch, you know, walleye, lakers, and pike all on the same ciscos out here. So I've already preset, we're about 9 feet of water. I just got a 10-12 inch toulabi here. So I'm just putting one hook into the eyeball and one hook into the back. So it's going to sit completely horizontal. And I like to put the eye hook actually into the eye. And then that way, if a fish takes it, it'll rip out of the eyeball, and then you'll get a better hook set that way. So then we're just going to dump it. I've already pre-cut holes into it because we've got to pull the water press the air out of it, or else it won't sink on you. And since she's preset, we just got to get her down, putting it about a foot off bottom. These fish are really cruising near the bottom this year, so we're just going to suspend it a foot off bottom and wait for that flag to go up for a chance at a fish of a lifetime. And it's a little windy today, so we're going to put it against the wind, the flag, so we don't get any false trips. And now it's just a waiting game. Fish for walleyes in between big lakers and pike. A lot of fun.
Now I can see a fish on my Markham locator, but I can't see him on the camera. So that tells me he's just outside of view of the camera a little bit. I can see he's there. So I'm just gonna move that bait. I'm gonna activate those wings and see if I can get him to come in and take a look.
Oh, there it is.
I think it no, it's not. I think my drag is being a little dramatic.
Walleye.
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 Oh, tail up. All right.
Nice work.
That works. That works.
Awesome.
Oh, we flipped right off.
Castmaster's on fire.
Castmaster's on fire. These guys have just been loving that rattling sound.
And you got a good cadence, which is working too.
Yeah, I think just slowing it down right when they get to it and just giving it a little jig, it kind of makes them go wild. So
awesome.
that's
good
been
job.
Working. All right, let's get some bigger.
Absolutely.
We know they're down there.
Absolutely down there.
All right.
Got him?
Oh, yeah, he's on.
All right.
I'm totally stretching the line. He's a long ways out there.
Yeah, there isn't a whole lot left, is there?
Feels pretty good though. Oh, it's a big walleye.
Oh.
Holy bucket. What? Oh, giant walleye on a beaver dam. That is incredible.
Now isn't that crazy? We've got this set up for big northern pike.
Holy moly. Well, we'll get her back down and get some set up for some more. This
All right.
is just amazing fishing day.
Isn't it great?
So fun, multi-species. Lakers, pike, and big walleye.
You know, and there's not many places you can go where all of them right in, not only in the same lake, but right here in the same bay.
They're spread out only 100 yards apart, and we're connecting all of them. So
Trophy lake trout, trophy walleyes, and trophy pike.
yeah, you bet. Can't get any better than that.
Thanks, man.
You bet.
All right.
Oh man, it's going. Oh man, this fish is going. All right. Oh yeah, he's there.
Right down here, then.
He's there.
All right,
He's there.
nice job, huh?
This fish has some serious weight. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna let him run a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, this is a big fish. Now you definitely don't want to wrap the line around your hands when you're pulling a fish like this. Oh my gosh, I just saw its head. Oh, it's a big pike. Oh wow, it's a big pike. Oh man, he's gone right at the hole. Oh, you know what? It was barely hooked right on his nose with one of those hooks.
Yeah, I could see the flash down there. It was certainly a good fish.
He was right there.
He straightened that hook right off.
That was
Look
the
at that.
only hook. That was just, he came right there and his head was about to turn and he shook.
Pretty good sized fish to straighten that up.
Yeah.
Oh, another walleye. Catching big walleye on the Beaver Dam. Oh. And he inhaled that cisco.
did.
Oh my goodness.
The last one too on this same hole.
I honestly didn't expect. I thought we were going to be catching lakers and pike on the ciscos, not walleye of all things, but fish is a fish.
Fish is a fish. They're in here feeding. Every once in a while you're marking that bait on the graph, so they're in here feeding.
We'll make it happen.
Oh,
Big fish, big fish.
another flag. You gotta hit it. You're gonna run out of line. You're gonna run out of line. You're gonna run out of line. Hit it hard. Hit it hard. Go, go, go. If it needs to run, you gotta let it run.
No, it's good. It's good.
All right.
This one doesn't seem quite as
That
as
might
heavy
be
last
coming
one.
back at you, but she
It
was
could be.
spinning line.
That one had about 3
Oh.
turns left on the arbor.
Oh, you guys are just been back to back here. You guys just got another walleye on the other tip up. This
Yeah,
one,
the Beaver Dams have been going. It might be swimming at you.
it
I
might
don't know
be.
if it knows he's really hooked,
I
if it's a
don't-
laker.
Oh, it
So
could be a
expect-
laker.
If it's a laker, it might swim back at you.
Oh,
really
no, it
quick.
is not. It is a big,
Nice work.
big northern. Look at this thing.
Good job.
Redemption.
Redemption. Absolutely.
Oh, wow. I think this one actually had a little bit bigger of a head than the one I
Okay.
lost, so it makes me feel
Oh.
a little bit better, but
Awesome work.
gosh, look at that fish.
I thought for sure as a laker with how fast it was running that line out. Man, he was going to
He
town.
was-
But
He was hungry and in a hurry.
yeah. On the
Look at
toulabi
that.
you caught, fresh bait, man, that can make all the world. I told you, I figured under 5 minutes that flag would go, and it was less than 5 for sure. So.
Yep, I rigged up a little, I pulled up a little toulabi and we put it on here, and you were right
Absolutely.
on the dot,
Awesome.
so
Good job.
there we go.
Let's get her unhooked and get her
Yes,
back in the
let's
water.
get her back in the water. Flapping, there we go, wow. Incredible fish.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Ice Force by Rapala and Strike Master.
There he is. Ooh, this is a nice fish. This one's got some power. And you're probably wondering why I'm using such big equipment. I'm actually fishing for lake trout here on Reed Lake, and looks like I've got something hooked up here. Come on up. Oh, not a lake trout. Not a lake trout at all, but look at that. Look at that walleye. Just T-bone that hyperglide. Like I said, I'm fishing for lake trout here on Reed Lake. And this time of year, we're mid-April, these lake trout are starting to come in shallow. So what we're doing is we're actually fishing on the edge of some weed beds, believe it or not. And boy, he just got hooked on that hyper rattle. Look at that fish. Mid-20s fish, just thick. Look at that. Incredible. Nice surprise when you're lake trout fishing, that's for sure. Well, here in Manitoba, anything over 21.5 must be returned to the water, and that's why they've got such great trophy potential here. So we're gonna get this gal back and get back down, see if we can find some lake trout. Let's go.
Oh, looks like a pike. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, there we go. We've got tip up spread here from, out about 14, 15 feet into, we're probably getting close to about 9, 10 feet here. Kind of right along the edge of some weeds. There should be some cabbage I notice here a little bit coming up on them. There's a little bit of weeds here, so and that's where these pike are coming in on the late ice, and they're coming in close here into chasing bait and feeding. We want to get this fellow back down the hole here. There you go.
All right, we got another flag going here. This has been the walleye hot hole today, so I'm thinking that it doesn't feel too heavy, but this beaver dam over here has been, oh, it's another walleye. I tell you what, this hole in particular has just been the hot spot for these guys coming in, so grabbing this really beautiful Reed Lake walleye on the beaver dam tip up. So gosh, this guy just inhaled the bait we got going. So yeah, I mean, these fish are just hungry, and we're hoping that some even bigger sizable fish will come on in like this. So I'm gonna hurry up, get him unhooked, and send him back down the hole. Beautiful.
Yeah, nice fish. Oh, there we go. Plump fish. Yeah, 23 incher, 22 incher.
All right, back you go. Send us your big sister.
Yeah, her big grandma.
Big grandma.
That would even be better. giving a dynamite fight, but a pretty good fish.
Look at that. Awesome.
There you go.
Very, very cool. He had you about peeled, didn't he?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, he had it down to not a whole lot left.
Pop it out. Just like that.
Pretty fish.
Long run, I'm a little out of wind, but start looking for walleye, and of course the flags go up when you're on the other side of the lake.
It's always the way it goes. That's right.
Awesome.
Pretty fish.
Well, give her back down and get another one set up.
All right.
Okay. Saw this flag from afar. We're taking a lot of line out. Oh yeah. It doesn't feel super heavy. Might not know he's hooked quite yet, but might have another nice. Oh yeah. Let him go a little bit. I think he just realized he's hooked. Oh yeah. I'm not quite certain. I can't see it quite yet. Oh, it's a big pike. Oh, it's a big pike. All right. Oh, I ran really far for this, so I'm hoping I can get him up here. Oh, here we go. This gator head just came right up the hole. Oh, that's a big pike. All right, I'm just gonna let him flop a little bit until I get a good grab on him. But I tell you what, he took this bait way down his gullet. Look at that northern pike. This is like our third or fourth one of the day, and these fish are just inhaling what we're putting below these Beaver Dam tip-ups. So this is only about 7 feet of water, so they're coming in pretty shallow as we, kind of get our stuff together. So it's, yeah, beautiful. Let's get them unhooked and get it back in the hole so we can get another one. Gorgeous. Back down you go. Tell your bigger friends.
I was just looking at marking a walleye, and I look over and I see another flag going, and we got something pretty good on. He's taking a lot of, oh, there he goes again. He's taking a lot of line out on me already. And I'm not sure. I thought it was going to be a big laker, but you should have done another big run. Usually lakers do hard, fast runs. Holy cow. Holy cow. Not a laker. It's a northern. It's a big pike. Oh man, I can't get his head started. You know, you don't want to force it below the ice. You can dig that hook into the ice and straighten it out, or even straighten the hook out on the fish itself. So when they're at that hole, you just got to wait it out for that right moment. And then once they start, oh, so close, come on. Once they start, oh, his mouth is so big, he's catching the edge of the ice. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just stop it. Just stop it. There. Look at that fish. That is what northern Manitoba is known for. Unbelievable big fish of all species. That is a tank and a warrior. Blind in his right eye and still growing big girths. Big mama. What an awesome fish. Awesome fight. Thanks, girl.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Otter and PK Lures.
What have you guys got going on here? Holy smokes.
We had a flag going on the other one, and then Matt had to come because both flags, and then there had a big walleye, and it was, one of those schmungels, and this is what happened.
Go figure. Holy man. How big, Matt? How big do you think?
43 inch.
43
Yep,
inch, you think?
40,
Look at
be
that.
right around a 43 for sure. Big old big
Wow.
nose.
Big
just
belly,
prime,
prime example what northern Manitoba can produce.
It's unbelievable. Every time we come here, it's just like this. Folks, if you're interested in coming to Wekusko Falls Lodge here in northern Manitoba, give Brian a call. All of his information is right on the screen. This is the kind of quality of fish that they've got here. And we hope that you'll join us again here next week when we'll bring you more great hunting and fishing action from around the U.S., around Canada, and around the world, right here on Outdoor Bound TV.
Awesome. I can't stop looking at that face. That's
Maps
awesome.
or the fish?
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Venom Outdoors and Vulture Systems.
I didn't feel that big. He's even off.
And it's caught on the bottom of the ice. So that's exactly what you don't want to do.
So we're fishing for pike and walleye, or yeah.
Look right at the fish's head.
That's pretty cool.
T-boned it. Well, he wanted to get back down the hole pretty quick. Saw the water and said, see you later.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Cold Nation Outdoors and Acme Tackle.